In response to a string of scandals involving high-profile gifts, including Taylor Swift concert tickets and designer clothes, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has implemented stricter rules on accepting freebies within his government. Starmer's revisions to the Ministerial Code aim to rebuild public trust by limiting the influence of external gifts and reinforcing ethical standards. This update also eliminates the PM's ability to veto investigations, signaling a significant shift toward transparent accountability. Prime Minister Keir Starmer's recent update to the Ministerial Code marks a decisive move toward re-establishing public confidence in government ethics. These updates follow controversies surrounding top Labour officials, including Starmer himself, who faced criticism for accepting complimentary Taylor Swift concert tickets and styling services from influential figures, such as Labour peer Lord Ali. While these gestures may seem benign, Starmer recognizes the broader issue. Any acceptance of gifts by government figures, however casual, can risk undermining their impartiality. The revised code reminds ministers to exercise extreme caution with gifts, hospitality, or services that could compromise their judgment or imply an obligation to benefactors. Starmer acknowledged that, on rare occasions, ministers might need to accept hospitality in line with their duties. However, he emphasized that government officials must uphold the higher standards the public expects, especially as public trust in Westminster's integrity has waned after years of scandal. One significant change in the code is the removal of the Prime Minister's ability to intervene in ethics investigations. Previously, the code allowed the sitting PM to block or halt inquiries by the independent ethics advisor, currently Sir Laurie Magnus, if they deemed it in the public interest. However, this power now rests solely with Sir Magnus, who can initiate an investigation independently. Ministers are expected to cooperate fully, providing all necessary information to facilitate the ethics advisor's work. This shift signals a move away from the discretionary powers traditionally afforded to the PM, placing ethical oversight firmly in the hands of an independent authority. The controversies surrounding the Labour government arose shortly after their election win on July 4. Besides the Taylor Swift ticket row, it was revealed that Starmer, Lady Starmer, and other senior officials had accepted clothing and styling advice from Lord Ali, a former ASOS chairman and prominent Labour donor. This scrutiny led Starmer to reflect on the broader issue of integrity in politics. In his foreword to the updated Ministerial Code, Starmer highlighted a widespread disillusionment among the British public, stating that they have lost faith in the government's ability to change their lives for the better. He called on his ministers to restore this faith by adhering to the new ethical guidelines rigorously and by holding themselves to standards expected and deserved by the public. The code's revision reflects a broader commitment to transparency and integrity within Starmer's administration. By removing his own power to veto investigations and reinforcing strict boundaries on gifts and hospitality, Starmer aims to set a new precedent in political accountability. Sir Laurie Magnus' role as an independent ethics advisor will now be more autonomous, enabling him to address breaches of the code without interference, a move likely intended to reassure a public wary of perceived backroom protections for politicians. Starmer's efforts to tighten these rules mark an important step in his broader pledge to bring integrity back to Westminster and address public concerns over government conduct. With these new standards in place, Keir Starmer's government seeks to reset the tone for ethical governance in the UK, striving to show that public service is about duty, not perks. By restricting gift acceptance and promoting independent ethics oversight, the Labour administration aims to create a political culture more aligned with public expectations. This reform marks a new chapter in Westminster's accountability, fostering transparency as a core value for the future of British leadership.